तो हाय गाइस, कैसे हो आप सब। स्वागत है मेरी चैनल साइंस एक्सपेरिमेंट विद स्टडी। मैंने बहुत टाइम से वीडियो नहीं डाला, इसलिए आज मैं डाल रहा हूँ साइंस चैप्टर 1 के सॉल्यूशन का। मैं जितना हो सके उतना जल्द सारे साइंस के चैप्टर, इंग्लिश के चैप्टर और जो भी एनसीईआरटी का कोर्स है उसके हिसाब से मैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा चैप्टर को कवर करने की कोशिश करूँगा। तो देखते हैं साइंस चैप्टर 1, क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन एंड मैनेजमेंट। तो पहले देखते हैं, इसमें है कीवर्ड्स। फर्स्ट कीवर्ड है एग्रीकल्चरल प्रैक्टिस। तो देर आर 7 टाइप ऑफ एग्रीकल्चरल प्रैक्टिसेस. फर्स्ट is preparation of soil, second is sowing, third is adding manure and fertilizer, fourth is irrigation, fifth is protecting from weed, sixth is harvesting, seventh is storage. Next is crop. When a plant of same kind are cultivated at same place in large scale is known as crop. Next is fertilizer. The chemical substance which are added to soil in form of nutrient for healthy growth of plant are known as fertilizer or are called fertilizer. Next is granaries. Large scale storage of grain is done in silos and granaries to protect it from rat and insects. Next is animal husbandry. Animal provide with proper food, shelter and care. When this is done in large scale, it is known as animal husbandry. Next is harvesting. Cutting of crop after it is mature is known as harvesting. Next is irrigation. The supply of water to crop at regular interval are called irrigation. Next is kharif. Crop which are sown in rainy season are called kharif crop. Example are maize, cotton, soybean, etc. Next is manure. Substances which are made by natural things like cow dung, insect, etc. for growth of soil is known as manure. Next is plow. This is being used since ancient time for tilling the soil. This is made of wood and it is drawn by two pair of ox or horse. Next is rabi. Crop grown in winter season are called rabi crops. Example wheat, mustard, pea, etc. Next is seed. A structure which protect and nourish plant embryo which germinate to rice plant. Next is silo. Large metallic beans to protect grain from insect and rat are called silo. Sowing. The process to sow seed in the soil after plugging is known as sowing. Storage. Grains are stored in granaries for a long time after it is dried under sunlight and treated with chemical. Threshing. The process of separating grain from chaff is known as threshing. Next is weeds. The unknown plant which grow naturally along with crop in field are called weeds. Next is weedicides. Certain chemicals which are spread in field to kill weeds are called weedicide. Next is winnowing. A method of removing chaff from other light waste from grain. Now exercise. Fill in the blanks. The same kind of plant grown and cultivated on large scale at a place is called crop. Second is the first step before growing crop is the dash of soil. Answer is preparation. Damaged seeds would dash on top of water. Answer is float. The growing of crop, sufficient sunlight and dash from the soil are essential. Answer is water and nutrients. Next is match the following. You can see this question and answer is Kharif crop, paddy and maize. Rabi crops, wheat, gram and pea. Chemical fertilizer, urea and superphosphate. Organic manure, animal excreta, cow dung, urine and plant waste. Third is give two example of each. Kharif crop and Rabi crops. Kharif crop example paddy and maize. Example of Rabi crops wheat and pea. Write a paragraph in your own word on each of the following. First is preparation of soil, second is sowing, third is weeding, fourth is threshing. The first, preparation of soil. Preparation of soil is the first step in agriculture. Preparation of soil is done to loosen the soil, which is essential for root penetration into the soil. This allows the root to breathe easily. Loosening of soil allows the growth of earthworm and microorganisms, which will help to keep the soil fertile by adding humus and the soil. Loosening of soil also brings nutrient-rich soil to top layer, which is essential for growth of plant. Second, sowing is an important process in crop production. First, healthy seeds are selected before sowing. After selecting healthy seeds, sowing is done by either traditional method or by using equipment seeds drill. C. Removal of unnecessary plant from a field is called weeding. Weeds complete with crop plant for nutrient and water. This will reduce the yield of the desired crop. Weeds also interfere while harvesting and get mixed with crop. Some weeds are poisonous to animal and human. Tilling is a common method which helps in removal of weeds before sowing crops. Manual method like physical removal of plant are used to remove weeds. Weedicides are sprayed to get rid of weeds, but this method may affect the health of farmers because of chemical used as weedicides. The one is process of separating the chaff from the crop is known as threshing. Threshing is carried by a machine called combine, which is harvester as well as thresher. Threshing is also done by winnowing, where to blow of wind is used to separate the chaff from crops. Fifth is explain how fertilizers are different from manure. Fertilizer is an inorganic substance. Manure is organic substance. Fertilizers are prepared artificially. Manure is obtained by decomposition of animal, plant and human waste. Fertilizer is prepared in factories and manure is prepared in field. Fertilizer does not provide humus to soil. Manure provides humus to soil. Fertilizer are rich in plant nutrient while manure is relatively less plant nutrient. Sixth, what is irrigation? Describe two types of irrigation which conserve water. First is drip irrigation. Drip irrigation, here the water goes drop by drop directly into the root. This method is very useful as it conserves the water and also help in avoiding weeds. Second is sprinkler system. This method is in use in mainly uneven land where sufficient water is not available. The perpendicular pipe having rotating nozzles on top are joined to the main pipeline at regular interval. When water is allowed to flow through the main pipe under pressure with the help of a pump, it escapes from the rotating nozzle. It gets sprinkled on the crop as if it is raining. Seventh is, if wheat is sown in Kharif season, what would happen? Discuss. Wheat crop may be destroyed if sown in Kharif season because of unfavorable temperature, pest, and adaptable condition for plant to grow. Kharif comes during rainy season, hence it is not a wise idea to grow wheat in Kharif season. It is explained how the soil gets affected by continuous plantation of crop in field. Plants require nutrients for their growth. Without optimum nutrient, plant will die. Continuous plantation of crop result in depletion of certain nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, etc. This result in decrease of yield due to loss of nutrients. Hence, there should no be gap between. Hence, there should be gap between crops in order to get a good yield. Next is, what are weeds? How can we control them? In a field, many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with crop. These undesirable plants are called weeds. Weeds can be controlled by method called weeding. Tilling before sowing of crop help in uprooting and killing of weeds, which may then dry up and get mixed with soil. Weeds are also controlled by using certain chemical called weedicide. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Our chapter 1 whole solution has been done. So again, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. तो मिलते हैं हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए बाय.